Press the button.
What are you doing? Why are you going under?
Are we gonna be playing with the board?
No, the board is just there.
Okay.
For this purposes. Okay, so the basics that it talks about is you have a +6 attack. Why does it say you have a +6?
Who?
Attack bonus. +5 makes no sense. +5 attack bonus. Okay. Your longsword damage is done by a 1d8 +3. Oh, that's a mace.
How do you spell rogue?
1d8 +2. ROGUE.
What race is the rogue?
You have an attack bonus of +5, and your armor class is 16, and your hit points are 12. Your choice on the race, Sayers.
What races are there?
Human. What does it say? It doesn't say anything. Top.
I chose rogue.
Well, it doesn't matter though. Any race, right? There's 3 races. I just can't see what they are. Oh, it's just male, female, alignment, non-gender, things like that. Whatever you want. Human. Full. Tasty. What do you want to be? There you go. Human, elf, or dwarf.
Human, elf, or dwarf?
Yeah.
Okay. Dwarf.
Okay. So do you want to start back at the beginning, or do you want to continue on?
Modifiers.
You don't have any right now. I'll tell you as we go.
Okay.
You want to start at the beginning?
Yeah. To the beginning.
Okay. You are a brave warrior hailing from the town of Sandpoint in a land called Varizia, on the coast of the Great Steaming Sea. Life in the small town is simple but also hard. The surrounding wilderness is full of goblins and other monsters. Lately, these monsters have been growing bolder, carrying off children and livestock from outlying farmsteads. In desperation, the terrified townsfolk have turned to you for protection. The mayor, a kindly woman named Kendra Deverin, has promised you a reward of 100 gold pieces if you can clear out the nearby dungeon where some of these creatures are said to live. It's a dangerous job, but you know in your heart that you're up to the challenge. You gather up your gear, a sturdy suit of chainmail. Suit of chainmail, and your father's old longsword. You have an old longsword and a suit of chainmail. You want to write that on your thing?
So, where do we write it?
Look around.
Equipment.
Chainmail, suit of chainmail.
Back on here. Oh.
Maybe I should have one of those outside. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, so chainmail. What is it?
We probably should roll for your chainmail. I wonder if it's rolled under a.
So chainmail, what?
You just have just says chainmail equipment. Yeah, it would be chainmail. Sturdy suit of chainmail armor, and your father's old longsword. head off into the woods following the crude map the mayor gave you. After several hours of walking, you arrive at a desolate hillside. Just up ahead is a darkened entrance to a tunnel. This must be the dungeon.
Sir Samuel and an old longsword.
Okay, if your general armor class is 16, you should roll an armor class for your chainmail. I would say roll that off of a 6.
6.
Yeah. You don't have a 6. Does anybody have a 6?
I have a 6 over here.
Okay. Just roll 6.
For me? 4.
Okay, and let's do the same thing for the sword. And write that in as your armor class under your armor. See H, armor class.
Wait, where?
There.
Armor class.
What'd you get?
4.
Put the 4.
Yeah.
And then it'll be plus 10, so your total is going to be 14. Okay?
Okay.
So on yours was a
4.
Same thing. So under H, put 4 for armor, and your total being, and that's going to do that in pencil.
Okay.
Armor.
Do that in pencil. Okay.
Dex mod and mash. Okay, so.
Total is 14. And then your melee attack is what the longsword is.
Well, there's only one way to decide that. Dice.
Yeah.
5.
So put the 5 there.
5 on the.
Melee attack G. G. It's right above the armor class.
Yeah, I see what that is.
Melee attack. Attack bonus is 5. Soren, did you roll?
I'll roll for him. Oh,
No,
he got
let
a.
him roll for himself.
2. I got a 2.
Okay, so put that in as your total. We're not going to do a strength modifier right now. It has to be in pencil. Make sure this is all in pencil. Or you're going to be frigged.
Attack bonus 5. Okay.
We'll eventually get the rest of the stuff. Okay, you ready to move on?
Yep.
Gather up your courage and head inside.
Total's 2?
That's a plus 2. Your attack bonus plus 2. I'll show you how it works in a minute, okay?
So attack bonus is 5 for me.
Right. You find yourself in a dark, dusty corridor heading down into the earth. As you walk, the light from the entrance quickly fades to no more than a faint glow, and you are forced to use a torch to light your way. In its flickering light, you can see that the corridor opens into a room just ahead. You hear a quiet growl and draw your sword from its sheath. Suddenly, your eyes detect movement. A pile of rags in the corner leaps up, revealing itself to be a vile goblin with warty skin and a head shaped like a watermelon. Its filthy clothes are covered in bloodstains, and one hand still holds the roasted leg of a stolen sheep. In its other hand, its wicked-looking short sword. It snarls at you and charges. Okay, he attacks first. Okay? So, he attacks with a d20. We always attack with our d20, okay? With a 10, with a plus 1 on his bonus, so he makes 11. Your armor class is 14 each.
Yeah.
So he doesn't do any damage. Okay? So go ahead, Cyrus, roll.
For attack?
Yeah, roll for attack.
With d20?
Yep.
What's the armor class again?
13.
Okay. 17.
Okay, you got enough to get through. Now roll your 4 or your 8.
8. How much health does he have?
6.
5.
5 plus 5. So one of them is dead. Because you have an attack bonus of 5. Soren, roll your
Clay.
20.
1.
Okay. 1 1 plus, what was your 2?
8. This one?
No, you had a, what was your attack bonus?
2.
2.
So you didn't even do enough to dent his armor. Okay.
Your total.
I basically missed.
Yeah, well, you're gonna, let's see, you rolled so low, we're gonna, let's see, how does this work? It works under. Okay, so you swing and a miss. That's what it comes down to. Swing and a miss. Okay, so, that goblin runs past Soren, right between the two of you, and its attack. Let's see, no, this one has to attack Soren separately. Okay. He's going to do his attack back at you, Soren, is what it is.
Yes,
I didn't attack you first like I was supposed to. I should have attacked you first. I attacked him first. Okay, 6. 6 plus 1, 7. He doesn't do anything.
And now I got
Hold on.
No. It's my combat.
Nope.
No.
Let me
Calm
read
down,
this.
Matthew.
Soren, you got a, what did you get with your 20?
I got a 6. I got 1.
You got a 1. Oh, well. You had a catastrophic failure fight, and then you completely missed. That's why I rolled the damage modifier. Okay.
Oh,
and it did the same thing, and I have to do a damage modifier because it was 6. So the goblin misses so badly it ends up sticking its sword into the ground, into the bricks, and it's stuck there trying to pull it out. Cyrus, roll your d20.
Oh.
11.
11 plus 5, 16. He's got enough to get to the class. Roll your 8.
7.
He does plenty enough to kill it, destroying it, turning it to bloody grease all over the floor.
I cut it right down the middle.
Split it in
Free
half.
meat.
Split it in half. Okay. On to the news. Okay.
You do realize that that's just recording, right?
No
Alright.
cursing.
With a final desperate lunge, you slide past the goblin's guard, send your
Run
blade
from
plunging into his chest. Now,
No, No.
Taking a look around,
Put out your face.
taking a look through a filthy pouch on its belt, you find you find gold pieces. I'm gonna roll for the gold pieces that you find. Soren finds 2. Cyrus finds 4. Let's see, that's not good enough numbers. Cyrus finds 19. Soren finds 9.
My luck is not that good.
Write it down.
The game completely
Where?
hates you. What are you
How much gold?
In the equipment.
Would it be something like that?
So equipment. Got it.
How much? 9 gold?
9.
And I get 19 gold.
Yeah. GP, gold piece, SP, CP. Copper piece. Okay. All right. And a small glass vial filled with a red liquid. Written on the cap is the word heal. This must be a potion of healing. Okay, so
like
it
it.
has. You guys each have 12 hit points to start with. Did you write that down?
Wait, where do I write down hit points?
Gotta be at the top. Dexterity, alignment, XP, hit points, F. Hit points.
A, B, C, D, E, F, okay.
Okay. Now, write down that you have a vial of healing with 8 hit points.
Well,
Since Cyrus did the final kill, we're going to say he holds on to it at this point. Soren does not get one. Well, there's only 1 vial, and Cyrus is holding on to it. Let me check and make sure that that's true. Yes, there's only 1 vial, and Cyrus gets to hold on to it. Okay. Looking around, you see that the rest of the chamber is empty, but there are 2 corridors leaving this room that lead deeper into the dungeon. The east corridor is full of cobwebs and looks like it has not been used in a long time. If you go east, And the west corridor smells of hay and mold, but is clear of webs.
East.
West.
East.
West.
I say we head towards death.
Okay, Cyrus, roll your 20. Soren, roll your 20.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna win this one. Now, 5 and a 2.
19.
No, he got a 5
19.
first. Saw a 5.
Roll and don't touch them. If you do this again, this is going to be a violation and you'll lose hit points.
18.
Come on. 16.
16 and 18, Soren, you get to make the decision.
We're going west.
You cheated. You got a 5 first.
Okay. What's this? The smell of mold grows stronger with each step. Down the western corridor. After about 50 feet, the corridor ends in a simple wooden door that stands half open, revealing a room beyond. Inside the room is a large cage made up of iron bars with a layer of moldy hay in the bottom. Lying in the hay is a local farm boy from Sandpoint, one of the children who went missing in the recent goblin attack. He looks hungry and is covered with bruises. Across the room from his cage, a large key dangles from a hook a few feet off the floor, just low enough for the goblin to reach. The boy appears to be sleeping. Do you take the hook? Do you wake the boy and talk to him? Do you ignore the boy and leave the room?
The hook has the key, right?
Mm-hmm.
Take the hook.
Take the key from the hook. Okay, so what do you think, Cyrus? You guys discuss it out. You can even find some way of discussing it out.
I say it's a trap. Leave him.
I say we take the key and save the kid.
Wait to find out there's goblins there.
Kill them.
No, leave so we at least know how many there are. Oh yeah, you can totally do 100 goblins. No,
There's not going to be more than 2. Take the key.
I say wait to see if there's any company in that cave.
I say roll off. Roll your 20s. Don't bounce it off the table again.
And one roll.
3, 2, 1.
14.
Okay, Cyrus makes the decision. What are you going to do?
Don't leave the porch.
If you wake the boy and talk to him, you ignore the boy, leave the room, or are you going to take the key from the hook?
I say wait outside and see if there's any company, then go back in.
I just gave you 3 choices.
You're gonna choose. That boy could be food. You could be losing an innocent life. A kid that could cure cancer one day.
I say
He could cure 1 million suffer from. He could solve world hunger.
take the key from the hook because I want to kill crap.
Entry 11.
Nope, I'm not saving the kid. I just want to kill things if there is any.
You lift the iron key from the hook. It looks like it might fit the lock on the farm boy's cage. You're his only chance to escape the dungeon. Do you wake the boy and talk to him, or ignore the boy and leave the room?
Wake.
Doesn't want to talk that one out.
I don't want to kill things.
You call out to the boy and his eyes slowly open. Thank the gods, he croaks through the cracked and bloodied lips. I was outworking the fields when that goblin ambushed me. I think he's going to eat me. Please let me out of here. I just want to go home. Are you use the key to open the boy, or do you ignore his plea and leave the room?
Open.
Open.
I want the goblin to attack to kill it. You save him. I'm killing the goblin.
Thank you, the farm boy sobs as you open the door of the cage.
Oh,
I've been trapped here for days. I'm getting out of here, but if you're going to keep going, you should be careful. There's something far more terrible than a goblin deeper in the dungeon.
Ogre?
The goblin called it the Skeleton King. Here, take my mace with you. He brushes aside some of the straw on the cell floor and pulls out a weapon that looks like a club with a large metal head. I managed to hide it down the back of my shirt when the goblin captured me. I think you're going to need it against whatever's hiding down there. Good luck. With that, the young boy races out of the dungeon, heading home to his family.
Open.
Record that you have the mace on you. Okay. So you're gonna roll for who? Roll your 20.
You can have the mace.
Oh, he's gonna give it to him.
Ah, you saw nothing.
Alright, fine. You want to roll for it? 15,
Haha.
7.
Let's go.
Okay, so write down that you have a mace and.
It's an iron mace.
Yeah. And the mace is a 7. Plus 7.
To what I have right now?
No, that's the wrong. Is it the right day? Yeah, I guess that's the right day. No, it's a plus 7. The mace has a plus 7.
Oh, so I can switch out weapons right now.
Yeah, you can switch to a different weapon. So you write that down as a melee attack weapon. So which one are you going to use? What you can do is write the weapon. See the 2 weapons down below?
Yeah.
So your attack bonus is your plus 5. That stays. But you have 2 weapons. See the weapons?
Yeah.
And you can write in what they are there. That doesn't make sense.
The weapon right now?
The weapon name right up top. And
Okay.
then we can write its attack bonus. The one is a plus 5. The other one's a plus 7.
Iron mace.
And the other one's a longsword.
No, I'm switching out to iron mace right now.
Yeah, but those are the 2 that you have.
Oh no, I have. And my equipment is what I have wrong.
Right, but you have both weapons can be written down.
Oh. Wait, I can use both right now?
Yes.
Well, they're available to you. You get to decide which one you're going to use. Okay.
Damage 7. Oh, no, attack bonus 7. What's their actual damage?
It's based off of the 1d8. So it doesn't happen until you. What are you doing, Soren?
I like the heat on my back.
Yeah, it's pretty freaking hot already, ain't it?
I was turning it back on, got turned off.
5d8.
Yeah, but you didn't.
Oh.
Just press the minus button, please.
This one. It's
No,
64.
go plus up a little bit. Yeah. Okay, yeah, you don't roll it until you're in attack. That's what comes out. Okay, you ready?
Uh-huh.
Turning from the room, you head back up the corridor to the chamber with the dead goblin. The only way to go is to the east, down the cobweb-filled corridor.
I knew we would have to go down.
Using your torch to burn away the webs, you carefully make your... You might want to write down the torch. You carefully make your way down the eastern corridor. After about 30 feet, the corridor turns to the south and proceeds for another 20 feet before opening up into a large chamber. This large chamber is mostly empty except for the cobwebs hanging from the ceiling. Across the room, you can see a gruesome stone sculpture of a devil perched above the open doorway. Scattered across the floor are a few gold coins. Through the doorway, you can see a flight of stairs going down deeper into the dungeon. Seeing no monsters in the room, you make your way towards the stairs, stopping to pick up the coins along the way. Halfway through the chamber, your foot catches on a hidden tripwire, and suddenly a blast of flame shoots out of the stone devil's mouth, coming right toward you. You have encountered a trap, a common danger in dungeons. The trap makes an attack against your character in this case. The trap shoots a cone of fire at you. This fire fills the entire room and automatically hits you, dealing 6 points of damage. You've just taken 6 points of damage. Your only hope is to try to leap back out of the room and thus take less damage. This attempt is represented as a saving throw. To attempt a saving throw against this trap, roll a d20 and add 20, or add 2.
So what does that have to be to dodge trap?
Roll this d20. Roll the d20, please.
12.
What is your DC? You don't even have your DC. Figured for you.
Shit. That one on my armpit.
12.
That's 5.
have 7, I have 14.
They can't hear that. Anyone just bleep it out.
Catches more audio than that.
You can just bleep it out.
I don't know how.
When someone cusses, you can like go to it
Okay.
and you can what's that thing? You can put a noise over that, or you can cut the volume.
Okay, okay.
Okay. Roll your d20s.
I got 12.
Yeah,
12. You have 5. So you got a 7 and you have 14 because it's an add
Yeah.
2. The DC, the difficulty class of the trap is 11. So if you had more than 11, you only got half damage.
Ooh.
So Cyrus, you got only 3 damage. You only took 3 hit points of damage. Soren, you took 6.
That's
After this initial gout of flame, the trap is sprung and is no longer a threat. Okay. The fire burned you a bit, but you managed to survive. You finished collecting the coins. 19. You guys are in trouble. He's making an attack on Cyrus first.
No, come on, man. Taking his cover.
So he has enough. 19 plus 3. He's at 23. He should have enough to get through your armor class. And he's going to do his longsword attack with an 8. That's a 2. He has no pluses, so he does 2 damage to you.
Okay, so is it my brother's attack or my attack?
Now he attacks your brother now. Okay, his attack is 9 plus 4 is 13. Soren, your armor class is
16.
okay. So he
No, it's 14.
okay. So he just barely misses you. Like
A skeleton, you join the failure
okay,
force.
Cyrus, you're attacking the skeleton now, who has 8 hit points.
20.
Okay, all right. So do your 8.
Okay, so it gets
8
3.
plus 3.
7.
So 10. He is dead, smashing through him.
Why can't I ever get any good fucking things?
With one last swing of your mighty weapon, the skeleton's bones crack and crumble. Bones and armor fall to the floor like a puppet with its strings cut. And as you watch, the ancient corpse begins crumbling to dust and rust until only the soft glowing longsword remains.
I
You have
think
defeated
No,
the
I take it.
undead lord of the dungeon. Looking around the skeleton's king's room, you decide to take its magical longsword and pry 4 diamonds and 6 rubies each from the throne before leaving the dungeon for good and heading back to town.
I get the sword since I'm the one that actually did all the damage.
Write down this. 4 diamonds and 6 rubies each.
Are there spots for that?
Just it might have to just go on your thing extra.
Okay.
Let's see. It might just be something you're carrying.
4.
It's just an equipment item.
4 diamonds and what?
6 rubies. Okay. Townsfolk cheer as you stride through the streets with the skeletons. You can write skeletons glowing longsword. SGL. Skeletons glowing longsword.
No, I get to write it.
Cyrus said he took it, and he was the one that killed him.
Let's roll for it.
No, you get the iron mace. I'm taking this.
No.
He can give you the mace if he wants to.
Yeah, I'll give
You
him the
can-
mace.
Yeah.
What's the
Or
sword's
you can
attack?
sell it if you want. I'm going to tell you that in a minute. Skeleton's
Iron
glowing
mace.
longsword slung at your hip. From the front steps of the town hall, you regale the mayor and the townspeople with the tale of your victory, after which she presents you with your reward. A bulging sack containing 100 gold pieces. More money than you've saved in your entire life. What's more, a local merchant who has heard your story offers to buy the diamonds for 100 gold pieces each.
Yes, yes.
And the rubies for 50 gold pieces each. Okay, so...
Yeah, that's an easy sell.
Okay, so 400 plus another 300, so that's 700 gold pieces plus 50 gold pieces each from her. So 750 gold pieces each.
Hey, dude, I'll actually.
Wait, 850 because
750 each.
I didn't do the mayor one yet.
The mayor was 50 each.
Okay, so I get 850 or.
I just said 750 each.
Okay.
On top of whatever you have for gold. So
Hey, dude, okay, dude.
You find out that the magical longsword is a +1 longsword, which gives you a +1 bonus on all your attack and damage rolls made with it. So it's a +1. That's all it is. With the gold from the mayor's reward and selling your gems, you have more than enough money to buy better armor and perhaps even a magic potion or two. Already, you're starting to think that maybe the life of a heroic adventurer might hold a lot of promise.
Wait.
I will buy the longsword off you for
That's-
750 gold pieces.
That's the first. You want to stop it, Cyrus? The video?
Can you press the button?